Have you ever checked your blood pressure in the morning and wondered why it's still a little higher than it should be? Even though you're trying to be careful, even though you didn't eat anything heavy the night before. Here's something most people don't realize. What you drink in the last hour before bed can quietly affect your blood pressure through the entire night. That late night tea, that healthy juice, even that small drink you take to relax. They may feel harmless, but in some cases, they may be keeping your blood vessels tense while you sleep. And this is where it becomes important, because nighttime is when your body is supposed to recover, not stay under pressure. But here's the surprising part. There are a few simple drinks that can do the opposite. They can help your body settle down, support your blood vessels, and gently work with your system while you sleep. And one of these might already be something you have at home, without realizing how helpful it can be. You don't need to change everything you eat. In fact, sometimes one small shift, like what you drink before bed, can support better readings by morning. Think about it this way. If your body is more relaxed overnight, your blood vessels stay more open, and that naturally supports healthier pressure. It's a simple idea, but when done consistently, it can make a noticeable difference over time. Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Miller. I've spent many years helping older adults understand how small, practical habits can support heart health in everyday life. And one habit that often gets overlooked is what happens in those quiet moments before bed. Because it's not just about what you eat during the day, it's also about what you give your body right before it begins its overnight repair. So in this video, I'm going to show you a few simple bedtime drinks that may help support your blood pressure in a natural, gentle way. We'll also look at a few common drinks that seem harmless, but may be working against you at night. And I'll share some easy swaps you can start right away, without changing your entire routine. By the end of this, you'll have a clear idea of what may actually help your body relax at night, and what might be quietly holding you back. Let's slow this down and make it very clear. Your blood pressure is not just about your heart. It's also about your blood vessels, the small tubes that carry blood all through your body. Now imagine this. Think of your blood vessels like soft rubber pipes. When those pipes are relaxed and open, blood flows smoothly. There's less pressure pushing against the walls. But when those pipes become tight or a little stiff, the same amount of blood has to push harder to get through. And that's when your blood pressure goes up. So in simple terms, tight vessels, higher pressure. Relaxed vessels, lower pressure. Now here's where this becomes important for you. As we get older, especially after 60, our blood vessels naturally become a bit less flexible. They don't relax as easily as they used to. That means small things that didn't matter much before, can now have a bigger effect on your blood pressure. And one of those small things is what you drink in the evening. You might be thinking, can a simple drink really make a difference? And the answer is yes, it can. Because certain drinks can either help your blood vessels relax or keep them slightly tense. Some drinks also affect your nervous system. That's the system that controls how relaxed or alert your body feels. If your body stays slightly alert at night, your blood vessels may not fully relax, and that can keep your pressure from coming down. Now let's talk about nighttime. This is where it becomes very important. When you go to sleep, your body doesn't just shut off. In fact, it becomes very active in a different way. It starts repairing, resetting, and balancing things. Your heart rate slows down. Your blood vessels are supposed to relax. Your blood pressure should gently dip. This is called your nighttime reset, and it's very important for heart health. But here's the problem. If something interferes with that process, your body may not fully relax, and your blood pressure may stay a little higher than it should overnight. Now think about your routine. Maybe you have a drink before bed, something small, something familiar. It feels harmless. But if that drink is too sugary, slightly stimulating, or affecting your sleep, it may quietly work against your body's natural reset. And over time, night after night, this can start to add up. This is why what you drink before bed matters more than most people realize. It's not about making big changes. It's about making small, smart choices, consistently. Now, before we talk about the drinks that can help, let's first look at a few common ones that may be holding you back. Before we move forward, let's take a moment to look at what you may want to avoid in the evening. Because sometimes, Improving your health is not just about adding the right things. It's also about removing what's quietly working against you. Let's go one by one. Sugary juices. Now, this one surprises many people, because juice often sounds healthy. It comes from fruit, so it must be good, right? But here's the issue. Many store-bought juices are very high in sugar, and when you drink them, especially at night, they can cause your blood sugar to rise quickly. Now you might ask, what does sugar have to do with blood pressure? Here's the connection. When your blood sugar goes up quickly, your body becomes more stressed. Your blood vessels may become less relaxed. Your system stays slightly on edge. It's like pressing the gas pedal a little, right before you're trying to rest. And over time, this can make it harder for your blood pressure to settle down overnight. A simple example. Imagine you're trying to fall asleep, but your body feels just a little restless, not fully relaxed. That's what excess sugar can do behind the scenes, especially for people over 60, and even more if you have diabetes or pre-diabetes. So even though juice sounds healthy, at night, it may not be the best choice. Caffeinated tea or coffee. Now let's talk about something very common. Tea and coffee. Many people enjoy a warm cup in the evening. It feels comforting. But even small amounts of caffeine can stay in your system longer than you think, especially as we get older. Caffeine is a stimulant. That simply means it keeps your body alert. Even if you don't feel wide awake, your body may still be in a slightly active state. And this matters because your heart rate may stay a little higher. Your blood vessels may not fully relax. Your sleep may become lighter. And all of this can affect your blood pressure. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a night where you slept but didn't feel fully rested in the morning? Caffeine in the evening can be one of the reasons. And when your sleep is not deep, your body doesn't complete that important nighttime reset. So even a small cup can have a bigger effect than expected. Alcohol. Now let's talk about alcohol. This is something many people use to wind down. And at first, it may feel relaxing. You may feel calmer, even sleepy. But here's what happens inside the body. Alcohol can disrupt your natural sleep cycle, cause dehydration, which means your body loses fluids, lead to swings in blood pressure during the night. So while you may fall asleep faster, the quality of your sleep is often not as good. Your body may wake up more during the night, even if you don't remember it. And this can prevent your blood pressure from stabilizing. Think of it like this. It's like turning off the lights, but leaving the system running in the background. Your body doesn't fully rest, and over time, this can affect your heart health. So now you can see, some very common evening drinks may be quietly working against your blood pressure. But the good news is, there are simple alternatives that can actually support your body at night. And in the next part, I'll show you exactly what those are. Now let's move to the part most people are waiting for. If certain drinks can work against your body at night, what can actually help? Let's go through 3 simple options. Nothing complicated, nothing hard to find. Just small, practical choices that can support your body while you sleep. 1. Warm beetroot drink. Let's start with beetroot. Now, this is one of the most researched foods when it comes to blood pressure. And the reason is quite simple. Beetroot contains natural compounds that help your blood vessels relax. Think of it like this. If your blood vessels are like narrow pipes, beetroot helps those pipes open up a little wider. And when that happens, blood flows more easily. Less resistance means less pressure. Now you might be wondering, does it really make a difference at night? Here's why timing matters. When you have a small amount in the evening, it may support your body during those overnight hours, when your system is already trying to relax. It's like giving your body a gentle push in the right direction. But keep this in mind. You don't need a large amount. In fact, too much can upset your stomach, especially at night, so keep it simple. A small glass is enough. You can dilute it with water if the taste is strong. Always avoid added sugar. Here's a quick tip. If the taste feels too earthy, try mixing it with a little water and sipping slowly. Over time, most people get used to it, and for many, it becomes part of a calm nighttime routine. 2. Warm milk, low fat. Now let's talk about something very familiar. Warm milk. Many people already have this before bed, but they don't always realize why it can be helpful. Milk contains 2 key minerals, calcium, potassium. Now, these minerals play an important role in helping your blood vessels function properly. In simple terms, they support balance in your system. But there's another benefit that's just as important. Warm milk can help your body relax. And when your body relaxes, your blood vessels tend to relax too. It also supports better sleep. And this is something many people overlook. Good sleep is one of the most powerful ways to support healthy blood pressure. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how your readings are a little better after a good night's sleep? That's not a coincidence. When you sleep well, your body completes that nighttime reset more effectively. Now imagine this. You're sitting quietly before bed, holding a warm cup, taking slow sips. Your body starts to unwind. Your breathing slows down. Your system shifts into a more relaxed state. That's exactly what you want before sleep. So, a small cup of warm, low-fat milk, about 30 to 60 minutes before bed, can be a simple, calming habit. 3. Hibiscus tea, caffeine-free. Now let's talk about hibiscus tea. This is a herbal tea made from dried hibiscus flowers, and it's one of the most well-known natural options for supporting blood pressure. Why does it help? Because it may support the relaxation of blood vessels and improve circulation. In simple terms, it helps your blood move more smoothly. But what makes it especially useful at night is that it's naturally caffeine-free, so it won't keep your body alert. Instead, it has a mild calming effect. Not strong, not heavy, just gentle. Think of it as a soft signal to your body. It's time to slow down. Now here's something important. Always make sure the tea is caffeine-free. Some blended teas may still contain small amounts, so check the label if you can. And try to drink it without sugar, because adding sugar can cancel out some of the benefits we're looking for. A warm cup in the evening, slowly sipped, can become a very soothing part of your routine. Now at this point, you might be thinking, these all sound simple, but will small changes really help? And the answer is yes, because consistency matters more than intensity. It's not about doing something extreme. It's about doing something helpful every day. So let's make this very easy to follow. You don't need to change everything at once. Just start with small swaps. Instead of sugary juice at night, try a small, diluted beetroot drink. Instead of evening coffee or regular tea, switch to hibiscus tea. Instead of alcohol to relax, try a warm cup of milk. Think of these as simple replacements, not restrictions, because when something feels easy, you're more likely to stick with it. And that's what really creates results. Let's put this into a simple routine you can follow. Dinner. Keep it balanced. Include vegetables, some protein, and avoid very heavy or salty meals late at night. After dinner, try to avoid caffeine. Give your body time to settle. Then, about 30 to 60 minutes before bed, choose one simple option. A warm cup of hibiscus tea, a small glass of beetroot drink, or a warm cup of milk. That's it. No complicated steps, no strict rules, just one small, consistent habit. Now let's talk about expectations, because this is important. These are not instant fixes. You may not see a big change overnight. But here's what many people begin to notice. Within a few days, sleep may feel a little deeper. Your body may feel more relaxed at night. And over a few weeks, blood pressure readings may become more stable. Morning numbers may start to look better. This happens gradually because your body needs time to adjust. So don't rush it. Stay consistent. Think of it like watering a plant. You don't see growth overnight, but with steady care, change does happen. And over time, those small, simple habits can support your heart in a meaningful way. Now, before we finish, let's briefly talk about supplements. Some people consider adding things like magnesium or potassium to support their blood pressure. And in some cases, these can be helpful. But let's keep this very simple and safe. Magnesium is a mineral that helps your muscles relax, and that includes the muscles around your blood vessels. So when magnesium levels are balanced, your blood vessels may relax a little more easily. Potassium is another important mineral. It helps your body manage sodium, which is salt. And when sodium is balanced, your blood pressure is easier to control. Now, this might sound encouraging, and it is, but here's where it becomes important. Supplements are not the same as food. They are more concentrated, and that means they can affect your body more strongly. So before you take any supplement, even something that sounds natural, you should always talk to your doctor first, especially if you are already taking medication for blood pressure, because combining supplements with medication without guidance can sometimes cause your levels to drop too low, and that can make you feel dizzy, weak, lightheaded. Let me ask you something. Have you ever stood up quickly and felt a little unsteady? That can happen when blood pressure drops too much. So the key idea here is simple. Food first, supplements only if needed, and always with guidance. Your doctor can help you decide what's right for your body. Now, let's go over a few important safety points. Because your health is personal, and what works for one person may need to be adjusted for another. If you have kidney problems, your body may not handle certain minerals the same way. For example, too much potassium can build up in the body if the kidneys are not working well. So in that case, even healthy foods or drinks may need to be adjusted. If you have diabetes, you already know how important it is to manage blood sugar. So drinks like beetroot juice or anything with natural sugars should be used in moderation. And it's always a good idea to check how your body responds. And if you are taking blood pressure medication, this is especially important, because even small lifestyle changes, like improving sleep or changing what you drink at night, can start to lower your blood pressure, and that's a good thing. But if your pressure drops too much, your medication may need adjustment. So always keep an eye on your readings, and keep your doctor informed. Here's a simple way to think about it. You and your doctor are a team, and these small changes we're talking about are meant to support your treatment, not replace it. Now let's bring this all together. You don't need to change everything overnight. You don't need a strict diet or complicated rules. Sometimes it's the smallest habits that make the biggest difference, like what you choose to drink before bed. It may seem like a small detail, but night after night, your body responds to those choices. If you give your body something calming, something supportive, it can help your system relax and do its job more effectively. And over time, those small changes can add up. Better sleep, more stable blood pressure, a stronger sense of control over your health. So don't think of this as a big change. Think of it as one simple step, repeated daily. That's how real progress happens. Now I'd like to ask you something. Take a moment and think about your current routine. What do you usually drink before bed? Is it something from this list or something else? Let me know in the comments. I'd really like to hear what your evenings look like and what you might try next.